Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Giulio. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about one of my recent recording sessions, which in this case happened towards the end of 2025 at Windmill Lane Studios in Dublin, Ireland. The recording session was with American singer-songwriter Chase Long. I didn't know exactly the songs that I was going to play and if I was going to play bass, guitar, or dobro. So just in case, I brought the three instruments with me. The session was with sound engineer Michael, which is, to me, one of the best guys in Ireland. Great attention to details and also a lot of creative inputs during the recording session. Chase wanted to capture the recording and the performance of some of his demos. He landed to Ireland with the intention of recording as many demos as possible and then heading back to US and promote the new music. Now, in the case of Windmill Lane Studio, which is history here in Ireland, is a legendary recording studio in the center of Dublin City and is full of great equipment. In this case, we were recording in Studio 2, which is the medium-sized studio. I had previously recorded at Studio 1 on the second floor, where they have the RTE orchestra and they have like big ensembles. But in this case, the Studio number 2 was just the right combination between an intimate space and a massive mixing desk. One of the things that I kept in mind was to be open, and Michael mentioned that Loudon Guitars were technically sponsoring the studio at the time, and they had an amazing acoustic guitar and one of their brand new electric guitars available for the recording session. So even I bought my own instruments, I decided to use the Loudon instruments because they had a very distinguished sound, very different from the sound of the acoustic guitar used by Chase. And at the same time, I wanted to try something different. I was positively surprised by the sound of the acoustic guitar, even though I know that Loudon makes amazing guitars. And in this case, what I really liked was not just the way the instrument sounded, but the way the sound was coming out with literally no effort. Very similar to the way I expect a classical guitar to behave. So learning on the field that keeping an open mind and sometimes even not using your own instrument for recording session, it shows you that you never know in what direction you're going to go during a recording session. You have to be ready to serve the song and literally find the right palette of sounds that works within that particular song. Now, the takes that we did at the Windmill Lane Studio, they were not meant to be for a final record, not necessarily open to that possibility, but they were mainly meant to capture in a professional studio with a good sound the drafts and demos that Chase was working on for quite a while. Recording at Windmill Lane Studio showed me again the process of working with creative people, but at the same time, the need of having a focused and organized mind. It's very important because time goes really fast in a studio and it's becoming something more rare day by day. A lot of big recording studios, and I'm thinking about the Village Studio in LA, and I was there in September. I remember that studios like the Village Studio or the Hit Factory or and the Bottom Factory, the Pulse College Studio in the center of Dublin, they all turned into museums, and they allow guests to visit and literally witness music history in the making sometimes, or just taking a photo with the guitar of legendary Rory Gallagher or other great musicians. But being able to be in a place that is dedicated to creating music, dedicating to create a safe space for artists, is still to me a beautiful experience. It's, along with live performance, one of the best ways for any artist to really get the core of what it means to live as a musician. Because it's definitely amazing to do music in your bedroom or record demos or just be together with friends and play music. But it just takes to another level when you go in a particular space where all the equipment is there, ready to go with a certain mindset, and you also are on a time restraint. You know that you have a certain amount of time where things needs to be done. And that reminded me of the importance of pre-production, which is discussing what will be done before you go in a studio, and also focusing on producing and recording music rather than editing and mixing in a recording studio, and leave the post-production phase to later on. I hope you like this video. If you want to watch more videos about music and follow me in my travels around the world and my live gigs, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to talk with me or have any questions, feel free to drop a comment in the video description below. See you soon. Ciao for now.